Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. His first carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
57, Mike, 57.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Iloa, and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Tua going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Number 18.
Preston Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jets nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Ty Johnson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Here's Hines. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
39-yard line.
Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
At the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Marcus Joyner. Defensively.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At the 20.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This is Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle right and twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Hines. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he is out of bounds here. Now, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They start with a give to counter. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
The 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
30-yard line.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Preston Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The 24-yard line.
McDonald sets to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Going deep here for Parker. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said,
he's got him in, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, it's Hines. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run with Hines. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's airing it out for Williams. And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Blesson Austin. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
42-yard line.
Here's McDonald to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Jones on the coverage.
Now an option play on second down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 58 yards. Now Tua. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Give him 2 yards on that play. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McDonald being chased out left. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Xavier McKinney. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because...
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, McDonald. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, McDonald. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That one good for 37 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
At the 13-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. McDonald. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Tua now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tua to throw again. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
8-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
They'll They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing is McDonald. Flush to his right. Airing one out for Crowder. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run now with Gaskin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tony Brown there on the tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that'll make it 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. 20, 10. Oh, yeah, they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Dolphins 30, Jets 19. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
30. Jets 27. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here is on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them